Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online video. Now in this video, I want to go over the mostly solo duplication glitch that is out there, and I want to let you guys know that I am also on the Xbox One and it does work perfectly fine. Now there are definitely some requirements that are needed for this, and the first and the most important requirement is you're going to need at least one other player, a friend, or just someone else that you can do this with for a very small portion at the very beginning to get this glitch started. The other requirements you're going to need is obviously a kick-ass car, preferably one of the Arena War cars because they will sell for the most amount of money. Now the one that is currently on the screen right now does sell for about $1.6 million every time that we duplicate it, and as long as we don't hit our sell limit at those 7 cars in a 30-hour period. Now the other things that you're going to need for this specific glitch to work besides a friend is you're going to need the MOC, the bunker, and also the Arena War itself, the workstation. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is store the vehicle that you want to duplicate inside of your MOC. It doesn't matter where your MOC is located at all. And then what you're going to want to do is head on down to the arena and go into the workshop on the first level. Now, what you're going to want to do from here, this is where you're going to need your friend, is go up into the office. Now, for the most part, once you get to certain locations, I'm going to do real time so you guys can kind of follow along the best as possible. But what you're going to want to do is look at the leaderboard, push the LB button on the Xbox, and then look at the leaderboard, which is Y. And then at this point, you're going to want your friend to join in the game or a job. Now, when the person is in the job, you're going to want them to let them know that you got this alert. They're going to want to exit. You're going to get this next alert that says you are not able to connect to them. And then as soon as you get that, you're going to want to push the middle button or the start button and go ahead and go to online, jobs, Rockstar created jobs, missions, and then start up a Titan of a job. And you want to confirm that you want to start this. Yes. Now, while this is loading, if you guys do have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments section down below because I'll definitely try my best to help you out. Once you're in the job, you can go ahead and back out as soon as you're able to and accept that alert. You're going to get kind of this weird glitch thing, and you're going to feel like you're going to be able to move around, but it's not really fast, and you gotta keep pushing forward. And then eventually you're going to get down to this double door, which is just outside, and you're going to be able to spectate this event. Immediately you're going to push B and then X right on the loading screen as soon as it freezes. Now it's going to seem like it's going to take a little bit, but the timing is critical. And then what you're going to have to do is push down on the D-pad and just go ahead and select any of the characters. And then you're going to want to accept that alert, and you're going to get this weird, funky, fuzzy screen, and you're going to be able to walk around. Now, you're not going to be able to see anything else. You're not going to be able to see your cash. You're not going to be able to see your map anymore, and you're going to head on over to this vending machine. And as soon as you get to this vending machine, you're going to pull up your phone and go over to the quick play jobs. Now, your character will disappear at this point. Now, what you're going to want to do is create any type of alert to basically get this to do. Now, what happens in my case is you're going to be able to disconnect your controller, reconnect it, and you're going to get an alert like this. And then you're going to go ahead and push right on the D-pad, and your character will reappear, and you will pull a soda from the vending machine right here. You're going to want to let him drink that, and then head on over into the garage portion of this workshop. Now, you guys will need to make sure that your entire garage is all filled with the free illigies, and you're going to want to go over to the blue area right here, look at your security cameras by pushing left on the D-pad, and immediately exit out. Now, you can go to any one of your free eulogies, and you're going to be able to go ahead and start this glitch. Now, when you go ahead and get inside of your car, you're going to want to let it start up and then just go ahead and move forward, and then you're going to start free falling. And where you're going to spawn in, and most of the time that I spawned in at, is Mount Chiliad. Now, there is a logging facility that is really close by that you will spawn depending on 2 locations inside of your garage. So when that happens, don't be alarmed. That is one thing that nobody ever said in any of the videos that I did kind of watch to kind of see what people were saying about it. And there are a few other things that I do want to, like, tips and tricks throughout this that I want to let you guys know about. From that point, you're going to want to fly or have your friend take you over to your bunker. Go on into your bunker. It's going to have, the short animations that you guys need to kind of just live with. And I will let you know that I was in I have the bunker up in Paleto Bay, and I spawned in Paleto Bay, and then I had to go all the way back down to the Arena Wars. And it took about 10 minutes total to do this entire thing from start to finish. Now, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and enter your MOC, and your car should be in there. Now, the one thing that you're going to want to make sure is you send the MOC back to your bunker after you've loaded your car into it. And then what you're going to do is now you got to set up this glitch. So what you're going to do here is you're just going to go park it kind of in this yellow square. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but you need to do this to kind of get the glitch to start. And at this point in time, we haven't duplicated any of the cars yet. So what you need to do is set the car up here. And then what you need to do now is go ahead and start drinking your Pissweisers. So at this point, if you haven't got any of your beers, you need to get them. Now, depending on which spot you go to, they will cost anywhere between like $2 and $4, and then you're going to want to pass out. The longer that you hold on the A button on the Xbox, the better. And then you will spawn at the hospital or the care center in Paleto Bay, because that's really close to where my bunker is at. Now, you can either have a friend take you, or you can fly yourself if you're comfortable enough with that, because you won't have access to a map. And then you're going to want to go to any one of the stores. Now, there is a trick in order to go ahead and purchase the Pissweisers if you guys don't know how to get the map up. And that basically what that is you just push up on your phone, go into the internet, and then you can load up the map and kind of have a general idea of where you're at. At that point, you're going to go back over to the arena. You're going to go back into whatever floor you have your cars in and go on to the exact same car. That's what I did in this case. I went to the exact same cars that I started at. As soon as you get inside of that car, you're just going to go ahead and start it and go ahead and move forward. Now you're going to start the free fall again. And at this point, everything going forward will be a duplicated car inside of your arena. So what we're going to do is, if you haven't got to this point, please go back and start all over at the very beginning of the video, because that is the most essential part of the entire video. Now, go back to your bunker wherever that is located. Mine is located up in Paleto Bay. And once you do this a few times, you'll understand like where your route is. I don't even have to pull up my map anymore, and I can get to and from things pretty quickly. Now, you're going to want to get into your car and move it just a couple of feet forward. So, literally just a couple feet. And now you're going to get out of the car, and you're going to run up to the back of your MOC. And you're going to notice that the entire MOC is empty, and then run all the way through it, and then you're going to get the alert, and then just go ahead and accept that exit trailer alert. You're going to get put back out behind your MOC again. At this point, you're going to want to go ahead and enter your vehicle, whatever car that is. Go ahead and park it right behind the MOC. Go ahead and push the right, and you're going to get this message. If you don't get that message where your vehicle storage is full, you have done something wrong up to this point. So you need to go all the way back to the very beginning and start all over. When you get into the MOC, you're going to immediately get back into the car, exit the MOC, and then drive back to that yellow square. Again, it doesn't really have to be perfect. And then you're going to go ahead and start drinking your Pissweisers again. And you're going to start with 10, making sure that you hold down on the A button, drinking all of it. And then at some point, you will pass out when you get to that number 2 beer. And you're going to see me pass out here in just a second. At which point, you'll spawn back at the nearest hospital or care center, which is up in Paleto Bay for me. I'm going to go ahead and call in my Buzzard, which is my CEO vehicle, which made it really, really handy. So it's nice to have your CEO up and going, so that way you don't really have to worry about it if your friend's not going to be taking you back and forth. At which point, make sure that you guys are always picking up your beer before going back to your bunker. So if you have to hold back on your select button, then make sure that you have your inventory snacks and then your Pissweiser. Always make sure that it's full. If it's not full, this glitch is not going to work. Once it's full, you can go ahead and head on over to the arena. It doesn't have to be before, but make sure before you go to the bunker, you do have the Pissweiser beer available for you. Now, what you're going to do is go on into your garage again. Now, this is a little bit later for me. You're going to see that I've duplicated a whole bunch of the cars here actually in just a moment. At this point, you're going to go ahead and get into a car that you haven't duplicated. You can see the first one that I did. And make sure that you're getting into one of your free cars, because at that point, you're going to be able to duplicate that same process. So from this point to where my car duplicated is the only part that you need to go ahead and do. From this point forward, it should only take at most 10 minutes to duplicate a car. If you're not doing it at 10 minutes, there's something wrong. And I'm literally at the farthest bunker and hospital that I can possibly be away from the arena wars, and it was working just fine. Now you can see all the cars are duplicated except for the last one right here, and that took me 10 minutes per car. But if you guys do have any questions about this specific glitch, please let me know in the comments section down below, because I would love to help you guys out. It is working on the Xbox One. That's pretty much what I wanted to let you guys know specifically in this video. And when you guys are all ready, all you have to do is do one of two things. You can go to the arena and exit out of the arena. You can basically start up a new mission, and then it will go back into normal mode for you. You never have to leave the session. You could turn off your Xbox and turn it back on, and the same thing will happen. You can do whatever it takes to basically get yourself to glitch into the game normally again, basically, or start the game normally again. At which point, you can go ahead and sell 6 cars per day or every 30 hours. Just make sure you're really only selling below the limit. Otherwise, you guys are going to have issues selling cars in the future, especially with glitch ones. Now, like I said, these ones are worth $1.6 million, and I duplicated 9. So you're looking at, about $13 million that I was able to make in roughly an hour and a half total to record this entire video. If you guys have questions, please let me know. I'm trying to think of the best tips and tricks. Make sure that your Pissweiser beers are completely full every time before you go into the bunker. It doesn't matter if you go to the store before or after the arena. Just make sure that you do it before the bunker. Make sure that you understand where you're flying to, and don't, for God's sakes, don't die when you're in the middle of doing this glitch, because it will completely kick you out. Otherwise, you're going to have to go all the way back to the beginning and start this entire process all over. Now, if you're trying to fully max out your vehicle, your Arena Wars car, it will cost you about $5 million. So just keep that in mind. So the first time that you do this glitch, you need to at least duplicate 4 of the cars to honestly make any type of profit. But on top of that, you're going to need a few other things like the MLC, you're going to need the bunker, and you're also going to need the Arena War. Now, if you want to add the garage bays on the Arena War, you can duplicate up to 30 cars at one time, and then you'd have to move them over to, say, like your CEO storage facility and other things. But there are a fair amount of requirements to do it. Brand new player to this point took me 3 weeks to get enough money, and I bought other businesses. So I know that you guys could do it. Brand new players could do it a lot quicker than I did, because I bought all the MC businesses. I bought the storage facility. Now, the reason that I did that is because I needed it to make as much money as quickly as possible, and the bunker was one of the best ways to make me money. So you're going to need the CEO office and the bunker to make the quickest amount of money to be able to do this glitch as quick as possible. I know that I gave a lot of information to you, but there was a few things that nobody said in any of their videos, and I just wanted you guys to be aware about it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did like it in any way and it helps you out, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing, because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.